From the 100.5 and 790 newsroom, this is WSGW News.
15 degrees at 6:05. Good evening. I'm Jonathan Dent. A body recovered from the water near a Genesee County dam has been identified as 59-year-old Tony Bigelow. Around 5:30 yesterday, a passerby saw a body in the water under the catwalk at Holloway Dam and called police. Into the evening, dive teams from multiple sheriff's offices contributed in efforts to recover the body, using a hovercraft from St. Clair County to move around in the water. Investigators say Bigelow's death was likely an accident. A missing 27-year-old man from Standish wasn't alone when he disappeared on January 21st. Armani Kelly was last seen leaving for Detroit to perform along with Montoya Givens and Dante Wicker. The three of them had reportedly met in prison and formed a rap group after being released. According to police, the group was scheduled to perform at Lounge 31 on Gratiot Avenue for a birthday party, but the gig was canceled due to equipment problems. Kelly's fiancé told the Detroit News that after getting out of prison, he had turned his life around and was attending college. Kelly's vehicle was found by police, and the search for the three men continues. Anyone with information is asked to call 1-800-SPEAK-UP. Saginaw Township is offering young people a chance to see what it takes to be a firefighter. Anyone ages 14 to 20 can become a part of the Explorers program through the Township Fire Department to get hands-on experience through activities and mentorship for anyone interested in learning more about a career with the fire department. For more information about the Explorers program, please call 989-792-9691. Delta College has several events and presentations planned for Black History Month. Throughout the month of February, Delta's Celebrating Our Stories Facebook page will give stories of historical African American figures and give details on local events celebrating Black history. Students will also have opportunities to attend presentations and special events at the college's main campus, as well as locations in Saginaw and Midland. On February 15th, Delta will host a discussion with Dr. Pam Ross McLean about racial identity theory and intersectionality. The discussion is open to the public and will be hosted at the main campus in room J131 from noon until 1:30 p.m. WSGW News Time is 6:07. The weather forecast is coming up.
The Bliss Bridal Wedding Expo and Fashion Show is Sunday, February 12th. The location is the Great Hall in Midland from 1 to 3:30 p.m. Admission is $5. Find out more by clicking on the Bliss Bridal box when you visit WSGW.com.
WSGW News Time is 6:08. Governor Whitmer signed legislation adding $1 billion to the budget that funds a variety of projects and programs to help families. The governor says many projects are already underway across the state.
A 180-unit building on reclaimed industrial property in Portage, Michigan, a historical theater in downtown Clare, mixed-use building in Alpena, Grand Circus Park in Detroit. Our state has so many beautiful and historic buildings that need a little TLC, and these grants can help us get the job done.
The budget also includes $50 million in federal money for housing for middle class and $25 million to expand apprenticeships. GM workers will get profit-sharing checks of up to $12,750. GM President Mark Royce says it's a financial reward for a $9.9 billion 2022 profit.
It's a big day for an important day for GM as we exceeded all of Wall Street's expectations and really delivered our best year ever with record revenue, record EBIT, and the largest market share increase of any auto manufacturer in the U.S.
GM expects to earn between $9 and $10 billion in the year ahead. Michigan State football player Kari Crump has been sentenced to 12 months probation and 80 hours of community service for his role in the Michigan State tunnel incident. Crump reached a plea deal earlier this month, agreeing to drop a felony assault charge for 2 misdemeanors, including assault and battery and disorderly person jostling. During the incident, Crump was seen swinging his helmet at Wolverines defensive back Jamon Green. At the sentencing, Judge Miriam Perry brought up an apology letter that Crump wrote to Green.
I read a letter that you wrote to Mr. Green. And so in this matter, from your letter, I think that's what going forward, when you play football, you do have to leave it all on the field.
Crump was sentenced under the Holmes Youthful Trainee Act. His record will be wiped clean if he successfully completes probation. Crump was suspended for the first 8 games of the next season. Stay tuned, we've got much more coming up on the Evening Roundup.
It's the Ontario Hockey League action of your Saginaw Spirit.
Drops it for Dean Locust. Top of the zone. Goes to Savard. A shot and he scores! Olivier Savard opens the scoring. 1-0 Saginaw.
The Saginaw Spirit continued their I-75 rivalry series against the Flint Firebirds this Wednesday night. Coverage begins at 6:45 p.m. on 100.5 FM. Ticket information for this game and other games at the Dow Event Center. Visit SaginawSpirit.com.
It's Saginaw Spirit Hockey on WSGW.
Wall Street gains after encouraging inflation data. In New York, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, NASDAQ, and the S&P 500 all finished higher. Stocks of local interest are up across the board. AT&T 2037 up 21. CMS 63.19 up 52. Dow 59.35 up 140. DuPont 73.95 up 130. Corteva 64.45 up 192. HP 29.14 up 32. Huntington Bank 15.17 up 33. Independent Bank 22.17 up 56. Lumen Technologies 5.25 up 11. Home Depot 324.17 up 993. Walmart 143.87 up 172. GM 39.32 up 303. Trinzio 27.75 up 93, and the price of a barrel of oil rose by $1.21, closing at 79.11 per barrel. This is Steve Anderson from Baird in Saginaw and Midland, wishing everyone a great night and even greater returns.
On Saturday, February 11th, the Disability Network of Mid-Michigan presents Feathers and Fedoras. It's a Roaring 20s gala to benefit independent living programs for people with disabilities. Grab your silk top hat, your best flapper dress, and prepare to foxtrot the night away with dance music by Stone Street Revival. Find Lady Luck at the casino. Hit the speakeasy for Giggle Waters. Feathers and Fedoras, Saturday, February 11th at the Doubletree in Bay City. For information and tickets, click on the Feathers and Fedoras box you'll find online at WSGW.com.
Good evening. This is the WSGW Farm Final for Tuesday, January the 31st, 2023. I'm Terry Henney. In Chicago, mixed trading going on the Chicago Board of Trade. More positives than negatives, and the negatives really weren't all that bad. Trading, for the most part, in pretty narrow margins as we finished off the day today. It was nice to see the sun. Unfortunately, it was very deceptive because when you walked out the door, you didn't know what hit you. It was so cold. Started the morning off below zero in practically every one of our reporting stations. And we did make it up into the middle teens as far as afternoon high temperatures go. It looks as though tonight is going to be cold, but not as cold as what it was last night. And then we'll warm up a little bit more as we move into midweek before the bottom drops out as we finish off the work week. More on that weather, but let's get back to those closing prices. We finishing up 8 at Star of the West this afternoon. Frankenmuth as well as Cass City Rapson looking at the white wheat up 8 at 721. The red wheat up 7 at 671. New crop up 7, 746 for the white wheat, 696 for the red. Corn finishing down 4 in Frankenmuth and Cass City at 625. The new crop up a penny at 531. Soybeans up 3 in Frankenmuth, 1463. The new crop down 4 at 1298. In the thumb area, 1458 on the nearby soys. The new crop at 1293. Looking for low tonight, as we said before, 9 degrees. Sun sat this evening at 546. It'll rise tomorrow morning at 753. Tomorrow, warmer, 24 for a high, but still below normal. We should be at 29 for this time of the year. Cloudy, clearing around southern Michigan as we go through the day. High pressure over Ohio is going to begin to pull some warmer air up in toward Michigan. A low tomorrow night of 18. During the day on Thursday, we'll have a partly cloudy start. A system will be dropping down through the lower peninsula as we go into the later afternoon tomorrow. Our high temperature should be right around 30. We'll have snow as that system moves through, and then behind that system, bitter cold air. Looking for low Thursday night of 1 below zero. Then for Friday, partly cloudy skies, a few flurries around. A high, if you want to call it, 10 degrees. Partly cloudy skies on Friday night, -5, 5 below zero. And then on Saturday, we begin the warm-up. Middle 20s with an overnight low of only 20. And then on Sunday, the middle 30s, Monday, the middle 30s, with nighttime temperatures in that low to mid 20-degree range. Long range outlook for the work week next week, above average on the temperatures, above average on the moisture. That's it for our closing prices this evening. Join us tomorrow for the early morning edition at 5:30 and your first look at the markets at 11:40 on WSGW.
News coverage.
Michigan, the state of our state, is strong. States with extreme laws are losing talent. Bigotry is bad for business.
Very partisan, very divided.
News.
Classified documents.
Vice President Pence.
There's no there.
News.
Another mass shooting in California.
Over the debt ceiling.
Approaching a default.
The death of Tyree Nichols.
The actions of these officers.
GDP beat estimates.
News coverage
To the 95th Oscars. Here are the nominees.
on WS.